No, wait a minute. Jack is my horse. So there's this, I guess, stylized sequence at the end of the first episode, which we then later find out is actually a kind of part of Eva's fantasy, her dream. But we shot this on a night shoot, at 4 a.m. with this huge rain bars to make us really drenched. But I have to admit, I couldn't complain at all, because Eleanor is just such a strong, just amazing actress, and she didn't even make a sound, and she was wearing much less than I was. So yeah, I had to pretend to man up and pretend that it was all fine, but actually it was freezing cold. We actually were shooting in this suburban street that was actually a residential street, and it's kind of an interesting place. It's in the Netherlands, and every street has a different theme. So we were in the kind of, I guess, American style street, because the idea of the show was to set it somewhere that could kind of be anywhere. It's kind of a morality tale more than anything. But yeah, there were other streets there. There was like a British street and an Austrian street, and so it was kind of strange. But the residents there let us use their homes to get warm and stay inside. I don't know, and I don't really think there is. I mean, as an actor, you're an actor, so you're just approaching each role separately. If there are similarities, then I guess it's by happenstance or circumstance. But I would say, I guess the only thing is, having spent so many years on Outlander, you have a way of working, and maybe there were some things, it's like, I just felt so comfortable. I just finished shooting on Outlander that season and went straight into this in Belgium. But as I said, it was a different kind of experience, a different way of shooting, and it was a lot faster. It was a smaller budget, smaller production value, but it also meant we could move faster. So sometimes we would only do 1 take or 2 takes, which was really exciting because it just gives a great energy. I mean, I'm a keen motorcyclist, and I definitely wanted to play this character because he's a traffic cop. And one of the episodes actually have to drive with Eleanor on the back of the bike, and that was kind of nerve-wracking because it was at night time, and we were following the steady cam on the back of a truck, and I was just very aware of having someone very precious behind me. And normally when you're on your own riding a motorbike or a horse, perhaps you're a little more brave. So yeah, I would definitely say a motorbike is easier. Horses are certainly a lot more unexpected, and yeah, you never know where you are with them.
I would assume the horse, because they're like professionals. They're helping you in this.
Well, they are professionals, that's true. And to be honest, the horses on Outlander are just way more competent at acting than I am. My horse has a lot more of a credits than I do. And actually, I saw the other day, there was an article about someone on Bridgerton, and he claimed that Jack was his horse. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. Jack is my horse, because I've been riding Jack whilst we've been shooting Outlander, but apparently he's been moonlighting on this other show that, of course, isn't nearly as entertaining and full of action as ours is.
Oh my gosh, this is a scandal.
Scandalous Jack. Well, the end of the show, the finale, is quite action-packed, and yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. There's some fight sequences as well, which, were really fun to do. And it was really cool to see Alfredino, whose his character has this great twist to him. And without giving away too much about the finale, but yeah, that whole sequence was pretty intense. And running through the woods late at night was certainly a challenge, yeah.
You have to run over a lot of terrain in your career, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of my biggest credits is running at nighttime in the mud in a forest. I don't know. Yeah, they never tell you that when you go to drama school, that's going to be actually the most challenging thing you do. It's certainly some people's choice and for them, but our suburbia is definitely, as I said, a morality tale. It's quite a dark place. All the neighbours have a secret in some ways, and they're all watching each other. And all weirdly interconnected and intertwined. Their stories all converge towards the ends of the show. So yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to live in this particular suburban area.
Would you live in another suburban area?
I think I do live in a suburban area in real life. So yeah, I think I'm about to do it, actually, but I can't say what it is. But yes, I've got something really fun I'm doing later this year. So it's a return to my roots, shall I say. I'd love to do another comedy. Yeah, I had a great time when we did the film with Celine Dion and Priyanka, and Love Again was really fun, but it was also a really hard time because of COVID. So yeah, it would be kind of fun to do something really wacky.